Scoot it back.
There.
Okay, it's a
Hi!
sleepover.
Yeah, so, I'll go first. But
About the day in our school.
yeah, this guy, he had hot lunch, and so he had his pants pulled down.
Yeah, you could see his drawers.
Yeah, and then he had a basketball he was kicking, and
I think the basketball was in his pants.
yeah, it was in his pants, and then he started kicking it. It was so gross. Now
You should have seen it.
Well, today, like today,
Take it off.
like this, like my phone was ringing in class, and then like it was in speakers, and my teacher's like, oh my god, whose phone is that? And I'm like, okay, it's me. So she's like, okay, you're benched, Michelle. So I'm like, why?
Well, you would get benched.
So I'm like, why? Cause your phone rings.
Trouble.
So then I'm like,
turned it off.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm answering. So then it's like the Metro PCS. They're like, oh my god, you have to pay your bill. And I'm like, why? My parents already paid it. They're like, oh my god, you haven't paid your phone. I'm like, okay, I'm just paying you that.
Okay, I'm gonna say two things, cause one thing I almost lost in my mind.
Then I might say another one after. And that's
Okay. So today in math class, me and Lily were there, and Michelle's in a different class, so
it was gross.
yeah. But anyway, Tommy's like this, and then Miss Thomason was all like that, cause her face was like
this.
Her face was leaning down at Tommy's.
Yeah,
and then Jack was like, oh, are you two gonna kiss? And I was like, ew,
so
Jack, you're so
gross.
inappropriate. And another thing is that, one day, Tony was throwing out free money. He was like, throwing out 25.
And he kept on letting us.
Some 5th grader just snatched my money. Curse you.
So now my second one is, one time at home. Well, it's about home this time, but
It's supposed to be about school.
I know. Well, I have to tell I'll do the school one after. Well, I have to tell you something about my home. When my brother was doing homework, he just skipped a bunch of his homework and went on to playing computer games.
A stupid Minecraft game.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my god, you guys like Minecraft?
If you guys like Minecraft, that is so nerdy.
Yeah.
No offense, no
Okay,
offense.
now my one for school. Okay, so one time when I was playing on the playground, I was helping a yard duty to see if no one was fighting, and then this one guy wasn't fighting, he was just pushing people off.
Minecraft is addiction. They have
Someone
something
just
in your
pushed
brain
someone off
that keeps you
the
going.
pole, and then he kept on pushing people off the pole. It was so mean. Now it's my turn about school. Like, one day, this guy named Jack, he was dancing to this girl named Gummo Style, to this girl named Casey. He's like, oh, do the Gummo Style, sexy lady. That's what he was doing to this girl, and it wasn't me. It was this girl named Casey.
And I have another thing to say.
Okay, she liked him.
And I have
she's like, oh my god, Jack likes him. I'm so happy.
I have another thing to say.
And then I'll
one day there's this 5th grader. He pushed Dylan off the what do you call it, monkey bars, and Dylan's head cracked open and is bleeding.
Oh yeah, he had to get stapled. That was the 3rd grade. Yeah. Or 4th. So now I have 2 things to say. I think. Well, actually, I think one. Yeah, one. Okay. So when I was at school one time, my brother, well, it was a couple of years ago. Well, my brother was playing, and then this kid, he's a bully. His name is Malik, and so yeah, and so he pushed my brother off the. My brother was scared to go on the pole, but he was going to the tallest pole, not from the newest playground, but the oldest one. And so he was getting ready to, and then Malik just pushed him off. He fell. He hit the pole, and then he flew through the air and hit the concrete, but he didn't get injured. My turn.
Spotlight.
My turn. One day at school, this girl named Olivia. Well, she's a really mean girl.
Yeah, she's a really bully.
Mean so she was like going down the slide. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for you. I'm gonna wait until she goes down. And this girl,
She just climbs right back up.
and she puts her butt in my
Yeah, she like shoved it. She like, okay, look at my butt.
I have one more thing to say before I think we go, but one time India was doing the monkey bar,
and Olivia came along.
Yeah, and I pulled India down.
She wrapped her legs around me and tried to pull me down. I know most.
And India fell down, and then I got a yard duty.
I was a little dramatic. I wasn't really crying, but you know.
And this other girl named Amanda, she was like, this is our last one. This girl named Amanda, she was like complaining on the monkey bars that she fell and she broke her hand and like her bone. Came out. Yeah, it was really bad.
By the way, don't watch the banana video on YouTube, please.
Don't. So that's all for us today. You might see us tomorrow.
Maybe again.
Bye. Okay, bye.
I'll go off. I speak all languages.
Cool.